morning and welcome to Rise and 9.
Yeah, it is Tuesday, March 3rd, starting out with a rainy day today.
Yeah, just kind of gloomy, really similar to what we saw yesterday and kind of what we'll see throughout the week.
Yeah, lots of chances for some rain and already thinking about using maybe some severe weather on Friday, but things can change quickly.
Yeah, they sure can. So that's something that we'll keep an eye on this week. But those warm temperatures are nice to feel at least.
Yeah, not quite as cold.
Yeah, a little warmer every day all throughout the work week.
Right, and when I was driving home yesterday, maybe it's pretty normal to have the street lights come on or be on when you're driving home. Not when you're done at noon and it's only 2 o'clock. That was kind of strange.
Yeah.
It was so dark yesterday.
Yeah, it was really cloudy out there, but we are going to be gaining more daylight eventually this weekend with daylight savings.
Yeah, with daylight saving time, and it was nice to just have the candles on and read a book too. But it's always good weather to read.
Yeah, there's pros to that kind of cozy weather to do whatever it is you enjoy indoors. But, you know, I'll be ready for that. The warm up at least is nice. I'm glad we're not freezing.
Right, and we could use the rain too. We need that to get the crops in the ground.
Absolutely. And we want to bring you this morning, of course, an update with what's going on in the Middle East.
Yes, a story we're going to be covering for a while, and we have been covering. Update as of yesterday, now 6 U.S. service members killed in action.
US.com says U.S. forces have destroyed Islamic Revolutionary Guard core command and control facilities. This is a quote. Iranian air defense capabilities, missile and drone launch sites, and military airfields during sustained operations.
And something we're watching this morning is what you're paying at the pump, gas prices. We checked the price today and compared to yesterday. This is according to AAA. Gas prices have gone up 18 cents from yesterday, but it is still lower than what it was 1 year ago.
Yeah, I did have to get gas yesterday, so I guess my timing was good in that regard.
Right, still under $3 a gallon. Today, $2.63. Yesterday, $2.81. Oh, I think I might have that number. I think yesterday was $2.63. And today is $2.81, but a year ago it was $2.88. And we heard from an expert at Drake University who says gas is determined not by supply and demand, but by anticipated changes. So something that could be, we'll have to watch and see what happens with it.
Absolutely. We also want to bring you an update with Iowa City Schools. Of course, we've been covering budget issues across different school districts. Iowa City is presenting a plan tonight to cut $8 million from its budget.
And that board meeting is tonight at 5. And it says these job position cuts would all be through attrition. So that includes retirements, voluntary resignations, performance-based probationary renewals for teachers.
Yeah, the teacher reductions include 10 at the elementary level, 5 to 6 at the middle school level, and 6 to 7 at the high school level, so impacting all grades there.
Yeah, and that would be 2% of teaching staff. So they're also looking at some other options to get up to that $8 million mark. That can include a pay freeze for executive cabinet administrators, as well as cutting or reducing administrative or attendance support busing.
Yeah, and another option would be selling Chromebooks.
Yeah, so we'll be watching that meeting and let you know what happens at it.
And a lunar eclipse happened this morning. We are so cloudy here that we aren't able to see it right here in Cedar Rapids.
But we were able to see some video though. We had some live pictures of what had happened as it was happening. That happened around 5 o'clock this morning, so this is a rare one. It's a blood moon eclipse, and this happens when the Earth is passing directly between the sun and moon, causing a shadow to go across the moon's surface. It was kind of neat to see that bright red around 5 o'clock or so this morning.
It was, yeah. I was glad that we had that live look because, like I mentioned, we weren't able to actually physically see it here. And usually when we can see that kind of stuff, we get flooded with the pictures of that sort, but just so cloudy out there today.
Yeah, I missed that one. But this reminded me, not the same. This was a solar eclipse 2 years ago in 2024 in April. My husband was excited to see it. I was like, that sounds like something you would enjoy. But we went down to southern Missouri so we could see it, and not very common that this happens in places where you can see it. Like, it'll happen over the ocean, but you know, it's not really realistic for everyone to go see. But it was so cool. It was just so strange. It was just sunny, and then it was like a few minutes and it was completely dark, and then you heard like the insects chirp and the birds all go quiet, and then it came back out. The sun came back out. It was just so neat to see.
I remember when you guys went down to see that. That's really neat that you were able to experience, you thought, oh, this is fun for you, but then you enjoyed it too.
I know, I was surprised how neat it was. Very cool. And then we were just all alone in this place, and it was, just light to dark, back to light again. And you saw like a sunrise and a sunset just in like 5 minutes, maybe so 10 minutes. Yeah. And then it was a lot of traffic heading back home, but that's okay. My husband was driving.
A lot of people wanted to see it.
Right. Not quite this, just completely opposite of what happened from this morning.
Right, exactly. And we're continuing this week with our 9 Who Care. We have another person that we are highlighting for their great work in their community.
Yes, congratulations to Karen Conrad of Epworth. She does a lot to help the small town there, their community food pantry, and she's also going about the mindset too. She's like, there's some stereotypes that can be harmful, but she just wants people to know that you're welcome and wanted here.
Yes, this is a story that Jim Mertens did, and I loved getting to hear from her. You mentioned the stereotypes. I wrote down this quote she had. The stereotypes are what bothered me. That part makes me furious because there's a lot of working poor people here that are doing the very best they can.
And she's also going to change the minds of a younger generation. Her nearly 9-year-old grandson is also helping. We even heard from him.
I know. It was fun to see him in action helping there right along with his grandmother. So yeah, she's just working to make sure everyone gets fed there at the Epworth Community Food Pantry.
She's also helping with the Scouts, talking about the importance of community, and also prepares over 100 meals at Christmas time for elderly residents and supports them and visits them in their homes.
Yeah, so many things. And that's the great part about these stories. These people that we cover for 9 Who Care are so involved, and you want to highlight as many things they do. It's just such a long list.
Right, and I'm sure there's more than that too that we couldn't fit into this story. She seemed really, really nice.
Yeah, I've been enjoying these so much. We have 2 more to go. The story that I worked on will air tomorrow morning, and then 1 more left on Thursday.
Yeah, 9 really great people.
Yes. And it's the Girls State Basketball Tournament continuing for day 2 today.
Yes, lots of teams hitting the court today. Class 4A, Waverly Shell Rock taking on Dallas Center Grimes. That's at 11:45.
Yep, and then 5 tonight, we have Clear Creek Amana squaring off against Carlisle.
And then in 2A, Denver taking on Emmitsburg at 8:30.
Yes, and also wrote down this fun fact we had in the morning show. It was this day in 2024 that Caitlin Clark became the all-time leading scorer in NCAA basketball history. That was for men or women. So cool.
A huge moment. They even made a spot in the logo or in the court and have her logo there where that happened.
Yeah, just so neat and just fun to think back. Can't believe it's already been 2 years.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I was just talking about the eclipse 2 years ago. That was all in the same few weeks that happened.
I know. I remember there for a while, it was like every newscast was something. Yeah. Caitlin Clark broke some record or did something else that was just awesome. So just really cool to look back at.
And we never got sick of it. It was incredible.
No. Yes. And now with the Girls State Basketball Tournament going on, there's a little inspiration. There you go.
Right. And I can't believe that's only been 2 years ago.
I know. It goes so quick.
It does.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning on Rise and 9.
Have a great day today.